What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond, and I'm back with my all-new review of the Belle Collective. Forgive me, it's late, but we are continuing the night that Cliff popped up on Latrice, made a scene, yell at her like she was his child, ended up walking back in as if nothing never happened, and now he's just sitting there watching over them while they're still in the scene filming, but he didn't want to be filmed. So all of this is because she may have forgotten to let him know she was going out for a drink with her friend Amanda. This did not need to come out like this, and this was not good for us to see. Now, Latrice don't like that Cliff always wants to be around her, and that she feels like she's being chaperoned by her parents. I know it's given, you're on your first date and the daddy is in the table next to you. Like that's too much. And ain't you grown? So he even has her location and he knows where she is at all times. That's an issue. Because if he doesn't know where she's going, he assumes he's up to something. He probably has her schedule linked to his schedule. So whenever you are about to go somewhere, you are meeting an appointment, you're running an errand, he knows where you at. If you was to deviate from any point of what your schedule is, what you said you were going, he gonna have a problem, and that's crazy. You mean tell me that Latrice is really in fear of her going anywhere without him popping up on her because she didn't ask for his permission? I thought she was a grown woman. She'll need to ask you for her permission. Even her friend Amanda was like, this gotta stop. Him popping up on you, that's not good. She knows she don't like it, but it stems from her childhood. Her mother dealt with her father being very aggressive, and she stayed in the marriage because her mother, who she said was a strong woman, believed marriage over everything till death do us part. So, considering that Latrice is repeating the cycle of staying in a relationship that she knows she shouldn't have to be in, it's crazy. It's toxic. She keep on saying she loves her husband. I want to be with him, but to put up with treating like a child, to put up with him controlling you, like she says, she deals with a lot in relationships that she shouldn't have to deal with. Cliff is a replacement of what her father was supposed to be, and it became her husband. Her father became her husband. For some odd reason, she wants to stay because she wants to be married. But if you know that this is something that you're going to have to deal with when you don't have to deal with this, Latrice. You do not have to deal with your husband. I almost said your father. You don't have to deal with your husband treating you like a child, controlling your every move, acting like it's being him being overprotective. Oh no, it's him controlling you. And the fact that you said, I put up a lot in my relationship that normal people should not have to put up with. If you know that, if you know that, then why do you still be, why? Why? I don't know why. Because that's pretty much why you are separated from him in the bedroom. You did not want to be alone with him in the bedroom. Hence why you don't want to have children with him. That space you get by yourself in that room is the only space you'll get because he's always around you all the time. Your space away from him is when you go to work. You need to. I can't. So Josh comes in. He sees Cliff. He said hi, but Cliff did not want to be a part of the scene. He wanted the same scene to still go the way it's supposed to go. And Josh just come in and say hi, Latrice, as if you don't see Cliff standing there watching y'all. Can't help it. He's right there. So he's wondering why is Cliff here. Latrice is whispering to him, saying how you banned from the house and da 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 da. And like, girl, my husband here. You can't talk like this. You can't talk low so he can't hear you. You mean tell me that I gotta censor myself to talk to my friend because your husband is here? Why is your husband here? Then Josh talked about when he met Latrice, she was fun, she was vibrant, and ever since she was married to Cliff, she's changed. The fact that you can't go nowhere without your husband babysitting you is not good. And as a friend, like Josh is, that's hard to watch. Sitting there, watching you, babysitting you, monitoring what kind of conversations you're having with your own friends as if you're not a grown adult. Like, oh my God, I just can't. I really just can't. And like your husband cannot survive a night without you. He ain't got no friends he can hang out with. Do you pop up on him as well? He wouldn't like that. Why does he feel the need to pop up on you as if you don't have a mind of your own? Now, considering this man was standing over them, watching them, he decided to move to a booth next to them and carry on a conversation with some random person so he can have a much closer ear to what kind of conversation they're having. And that's not good. You mean tell me that I can't even have a simple night out with my friends without you lurking, watching me, hovering over me? Like, it's not healthy. It's not. You are a woman who got your own business. You're a boss, and you mean tell me that you can't even like have a night out without your husband coming in, manipulating you, controlling you, monitoring what you're doing? And it's almost like he wants to keep you at a certain level where you don't succeed over him, or as far as like your success can make you bigger and make you realize you don't need this man. So he wants to keep you stagnant, keep you where he wants to keep you at. Now, her friends are telling her, he's controlling. You got to deal with that. You got to put your foot down. Now, in the confessional, she calls it him being overprotective. She can't admit that he's controlling, but the way that he displayed his behavior tonight, she can't pretend like he's not controlling right now. She can't pretend as if this is something that she has been dealing with all her time being married to him. So things have got to change. They end up leaving. Like I can't even enjoy a drink at a bar with my friend because her husband is here and he's gonna monitor what kind of conversations we having. Can't. Latrice, please, baby, seek therapy and figure out a way. How are you going to just maneuver this? This is not healthy, and we're seeing it. This is on camera. Everyone is concerned for you. Oh my God. Okay, so we get to So Gucci. So Gucci and JJ are preparing for a visit. Gucci's daughter D is coming with her baby girl, and Star is coming, and Star is pregnant. Now JJ is upset at Star because he found out on social media that she was pregnant. Not only did he find out that she was pregnant, but she's also married. Now he didn't want to come in between and cause no issues between him and his ex-wife, but he wanted to let things settle. So when he did have a chance to talk to her alone, he would let her know, I feel a way that you did not tell your daddy that you got married and that you're also pregnant. I had to find out on social media. So seeing that D and Star are kind of getting close because they are mothers, the bond can be a little bit stronger because last season they were not close as they were when they were small. But now that they're mothers, their cousins, their children can play together, grow up together. It's a nice thing to see. I agree. Um, so JJ pulls Star to the side because he's upset that he found out that she's pregnant and that she got married. Then we get to the history of JJ's time with Selena. They were married for 12 years, but they separated after 5. So you guys separate after 5 years. What happened the next 7 years? Was that still a relationship? Was that still legally married? What was that about? I want to know. Um, then he kind of blames Selena for not telling him or keeping it from him. But the girls told him Selena had nothing to do with them not telling him that she was pregnant because he felt like he was left out on purpose. Then he want to say that Selena always is instigating stuff and she's still jealous. Oh, that Selena is jealous of his wife Gucci and that Selena is still in love with him and will always be in love with him because they have children together. They shared a life together. I was good to her. JJ, I like you, JJ. You was one of the funniest parents off of Bring It. I like you, the dancing doll, man. But why do you think that Selena always instigates stuff? Why do you think that she's jealous of So Gucci? How long have y'all been divorced? Like, where is this coming from? And then to say that she's always in love with you? Really? I'm really trying to go back. So when I watched Bring It, I did not see Selena give off any vibes that she still likes you in that capacity. She still is attracted to you in that capacity. I didn't see that. And it's been a minute since I watched it, but I really remember Selena not fooling with you like that. So where are you getting this energy that she's jealous of Gucci and that she's still in love with you? Are you still in love with her? That's where I'm getting at. Anyway, um, so he talks to Star, right? You know how a daddy always wants to be involved in what his daughters are doing. And the fact that you got married, I would have loved to be there to walk you down the aisle. And I would have loved to meet the man who said, I want to marry your daughter. I love your daughter. I wanted to shake his hand and everything. Him asking for my blessing. Why didn't I get that? So Star was the one who went around to avoid telling him that she was pregnant and that she got married because it's hard to talk to JJ. So the fact that Star felt it was hard to tell you that she got married and that she was pregnant, wondering, JJ, how would you have reacted? Because I understand that. How would you have reacted if your daughter told you she was pregnant, that she was getting married? How would you have reacted? If it was hard to tell you that, there's got to be a reason. So D is understanding the way that Star went around for not telling JJ, because so hearing that his daughter either deviated from the original plan that he wanted them to do as far as school and everything, and maybe it's just like hard to deal with. So maybe there it is. If D can understand why Star was hesitant of talking to him, because if he's presenting himself to be controlling, want things to be perfect, then yeah, that's the issue. I forgot to mention, uh, JJ wanted Star to name her son after him, but James spelled backwards, Samaje. That's not gonna happen. That son will be named after his daddy. He gonna be a junior. Okay, so understanding that maybe JJ presented a perfection energy with the girls, wanting them to do the best and not have anything get in their way. To have his daughter pregnant and also married, maybe he feels like that wasn't what I wanted for them. But if it's hard for them to express that to him without him getting angry, then that's the problem. So then, hopefully the baby shower gets here. Everybody will be on good terms. Sanjay and Sky are feeling a way about Soguchi because someone told them that Soguchi was talking about Selena. Over the summer, Selena, in Soguchi's mind and in Soguchi's words, she said that Selena was trying to poison the girls against her, make them not like her, make them not want to be around her, and all this and the third. And she's trying to be positive and rise above the drama, but I want to know what has been said for you to think that she's trying to poison the girls about you, Soguchi. What? Because I want to know. How is it all of a sudden Selena has a problem with you? How long have you been married to JJ? How long? How long have you been in the girl's life? And now all of a sudden she wants to poison the girl's mind about you? She wants the girls to go against you? Make that make sense, so Gucci. Because I feel like Selena's name is always in your mouth and JJ's mouth, based off of how this episode ended. All right, moving on. Tambra. It is homecoming weekend at Jackson State University, and a homecoming at Jackson State is a party. It's a whole fiasco. So there's drinks, there's food, there's a DJ. Tambra is hosting a tailgate party. Then she arrived at the tailgate party with her station manager. That's her right hand man. Everything that involves her, he's right there. He was the one who set up this whole thing. So Gucci went to the radio station to say hi to Tambra. Then she received an invitation about the tailgate party and wondered, are all the girls coming? Tambra said that she invited all the girls. Everyone got an invite. In the confessional, Marie said no one wants to go to that tailgate party because Tambra be lying. Letitia said she did not get an invite. Latrice did not get an invite. Akeisha might have gotten an invite, but she ain't going. She ain't going. I love that Akeisha said, yeah, I got one. I ain't going. And I ain't got no plans either. But I'm not going over there. So Gucci knows that ever since the reunion, Tambra's not good with the girls because she's lying. She's a liar. So Gucci's wondering where are all the girls, don't know where they're at. She formally meets her station manager, I think his name is Kwasi. She's seen Kwasi around Tambra before, but never fully met him. Now, so Gucci is trying to stir up a reason as to why all of a sudden she's seeing this guy more than Damon. And that she never sees Damon around Tambra. They're never together. They're never together when she sees her. Every time she sees Tambra, Damon is not there. You're at a homecoming. Where is Damon? Why isn't your man here, but your station manager is here? What's up with that? I don't get how Soguchi could tie in. Maybe there's more to the relationship between Tambra, her station manager, like it's a sexual relationship, because I'm always seeing him with her instead of her and her man. I don't know where Soguchi wanted to connect the dots because I didn't see that as, oh, she's messing around on Damon with her station manager. I didn't get that. So Gucci's trying to be messy. She's trying to stir up some mess. Um, wonder where the girls. Gucci knows why the girls aren't there because Tambra be lying, and no one wants to get involved in that because she needs to figure out how to get to a better place with the girls. That's why. Cliff. Cliff has invited Glenn and JJ over. Glenn hasn't arrived yet. JJ came in with deer jerky because he hunted on Cliff's land and wanted to say, hey, I made you some jerky. So JJ is talking about So Gucci being upset with Latrice of her clothes with another realtor. And Cliff said just what it was. It was business. Okay, so she wanted So Gucci to help her find a building. So Gucci did not live up to that. She went and found another realtor. It's just that simple. Do I believe that it's some miscommunication? Yes. Latrice should have informed So Gucci about her timeline of looking for a building and finding one so she can sign. And so Gucci, if you literally only shown her one building and did not communicate with her about, hey girl, I know you're on a time crunch and I only showed you one building, but I got other things going on. I'm gonna hit you up when I can. That's all it need to be. If Gucci wasn't available to only show Latrice buildings, then Latrice wouldn't have been able to move on to another realtor. I think it was just miscommunication. I don't think it was a backstab. I don't think it was a betrayal. It's just for what it is. And it's business. If So Gucci wasn't as available to help Latrice because of her rush time frame to finding a place, then she would have been like, girl, I can't keep up. I don't know if I can find you a building in the time frame you're looking at. Maybe I can refer you to another realtor. Someone of my business I can help you out with that because I can't keep up. That's how it could have been. But anyway, JJ now feels like Latrice is involved in everything drama and conflict. First it was Marie. Now it's So Gucci. When it comes to Marie, JJ, that's not on Latrice. That's on Marie. Marie never liked Latrice from the beginning. Go back to season 1. When it comes to So Gucci, this is not even a big of an issue. This is miscommunication that both So Gucci and Latrice need to have. That's all it is. Glenn came over finally. JJ brings up more mess because he keeps on bringing up that So Gucci was done wrong by Latrice. And Cliff said, it's just business, okay? Gucci did not work as hard to find my wife a building, and that's what it was. She moved on and got her building. That's it. Oh my God. So the producer wanted Cliff to, no, they asked Cliff, are you going to talk about what happened between you and Latrice at M Bar? He said, no, that's a private conversation that y'all were eavesdropping in on. No, it wasn't. She was mic'd up. The cameras didn't even go up yet, but the audio was recorded. This was a scene that was going to get filmed. So it wasn't a private conversation. And you best believe, if you want to uproot her from a scene that she was about to film, oh, we're going to follow you and get more information as to why you want to pull her out of this scene. So ain't no private eavesdropping. Get away from me with this clip. Good night and goodbye. You want to make it seem as if what we didn't see is what we didn't see? Okay. Meaning, go moving on. JJ is so messy. JJ's involved in all the business that So Gucci informs him on. He even brings up what's been going on between Glenn and Letitia. What's up with that? Glenn says they're in a weird place ever since the DNA test results, okay? Then he found out she's looking for a new place to live. He's worried if he's holding on to false hope. You are. You are. Okay? Cliff gives Glenn advice about if Letitia says she wants to move on away from you and you have to move on, are you going to move on? It's mighty funny though, Cliff, that you want to give that kind of advice to Glenn. What if that was to be your case soon? Because Latrice is holding on to a mighty thin thread of staying in a marriage with you. Are you going to move on if she was to say, I want to separate, I want a divorce? Are you going to just take it on the chin? Or are you going to fight against her? You're going to make it seem that's never going to happen. Make that make sense. How are you going to give advice about someone else's marriage, but you don't want to discuss what's going on in your marriage? Make that make sense. Whatever. Glenn, you looking confused and crazy about, I don't know what Letitia wants from me. I've been trying to get her attention. She's not biting. I don't know what else to do. Really understand how it is you got to this point though, Glenn. This is on you. You cheated. You kept cheating. When she finally was thinking about trusting you again, you betrayed that trust. Are you kidding me? You really need to think about not having her in her life. Yes, she regretted having sex with you because the way that you took that trust, you took it and still went out and communicated with other women. So, excuse me, as much as confusing to you that she keeps on dipping and dabbing and making you feel like, oh, are we together? Or we're not together, because she's confused too. But I'm not about to play with y'all on this. Either Letitia, Glenn gonna have an open marriage, separate, or I don't know what else to say, because you dipping and dabbing on Glenn is messing up his mind, because he just wants to have access to her again, but she's not giving it to him, and she needs to cut off all ties, for real, for real. So that's why I said he needs to know what life will be like if she wasn't in his life fully. No kitty, no maybe counseling, no nothing. It's complete separation. Only mommy and daddy to your son. That's it. Like, oh my God. Then JJ brings up the baby shower for Star and her husband. Then, is Latrice going? Yeah, Latrice is going. Because we found out from last season, Cliff and Selena messed around. We found out that he messed around with Selena when she was married, but he did not know she was married. According to Selena, this is what Cliff said. Selena has only been married to JJ for 2 weeks before she messed around with Cliff. And she told Cliff it was a forced marriage because she was pregnant by JJ. I was like, oh my God. You serious? So Selena, you didn't marry JJ out of love? You married him because you was pregnant? I can believe that. I can believe that. Um JJ did not hear about Cliff until the streets about Selena messed around with some tree guy, want to know who this tree guy was. And did he still mess around with her after he found out she was married? Glenn want to come out and say, I can answer that, Your Honor. He did. I said, my goodness, this is a mess. Does the trees know about this? When did Selena and Cliff mess around? Was it before Latrice? Did she know? I just want to know, because this is a lot of entanglement. It's a lot of intertwining going on here. Whew. Moving on. Latrice, she's at Guidance Lanes to check on Josh after the whole situation happened at Bar. And she keeps saying that this is not how Cliff normally behaved. We've seen how Cliff treated you the first season. How he made a mockery, made a joke about giving you flour for your anniversary, not actual flowers. Like, come on. She said he's been overprotective ever since her business got blown up, which means she's gotten noticed more than just from Jackson. She's noticed on social media, and everyone is wanting to get her product. So he's really like afraid of her getting bigger than what he wanted her to be. She told Josh what happened at Bar when he didn't come yet. And how Cliff was talking about he was going to disrespect Josh. He was going to put his hands on Josh. Da 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 da. If he's talking about me, then he's not your friend. You don't need to be friends with him. She said she don't agree with what he says, but that's still her husband. That don't make it right, though. The fact that, you're making him aware of what happened. He hears that Cliff was pointing his face. He's pointing his finger at you. He called you a snake. He called you a bitch. It's making him worry about where he's at in your business. Because I feel like everything Cliff said is what he says. Am I secure in my job here? If he don't like me here versus then how he don't like me in your home, my job ain't secure. He can say, I don't want him here. I want him gone. Fire him. Are you going to go along with that? She says no, because I'm my own business. I'm my own woman. Nobody can tell me how to run my business. That's my husband, though. When she keeps saying that she's such a strong woman, she's not about to let her business be ran around by somebody, I can't tell the truth. If push came to shove, Cliff might put very much hard pressure on you to remove Josh from your life as much as remove him from your business. And she's apologizing for Cliff's behavior. He said, don't apologize for him. He shouldn't even been there. Then she starts to cry because she doesn't agree with her husband said, but she loves him. She loves her husband. She loves Josh. She wants the friendship, but she doesn't want her marriage to come in between her friendship. Doesn't want her friendship to come in between her marriage. She's trying to find a balance in all of that. And I want to be a great friend and a great wife, but Josh don't feel you being a great friend, because when he was berating you and telling you all this and that, putting his hand in your face, you didn't defend Josh in that scene. He kept on talking about, Josh, I'm going to be this, I'm going to do that motherfucker Josh, that nigga Josh, I'm going to put his hands on if he kept on talking about me. You just kept saying, okay. You did not defend Josh because you felt like if he was to say something, it would make it worse. So how can Josh know where you lied or where you stand with defending him? How can you know? So she also wanted to clear up that whenever she's venting to Josh or any of her friends about Cliff, that's not a sign. That's not a cry for help. He said it is a cry for help because you giving me all this information of what you're tired of, what you're dealing with, and I'm thinking that maybe she's completely done. Turn around. It's Zaddy. It's Zaddy. So it also reminds me, no, not reminds me, it also lets me know that Latrice does vent to her friends of what she is dealing with Cliff, and she probably is looking for advice on how to get out, and she is looking for a way to get out, but she doesn't keep that same energy when she's back at the house. She turns back into submissive wife, Betty homemaker, and she just deals with it. Still complains the next day about what she has to deal with, but it's just like, what you coming to me for? You keep on coming to me as if you want me to have a solution for you, but if I was to have one, you're not gonna do nothing. So I don't know how long she wants to admit or not admit, or how long she's gonna deal with this. Um, Josh feel like as far as living with them and seeing how their relationship was, seeing how submissive Latrice be, how she's a different person when she's not in the same room with him, it hurts his heart. It hurts to see his friend treated like this in her marriage. And in order for them to still have a relationship outside of him working for her, then he needs to be out of her marital issues. Whenever you have a problem with Cliff or you want to discuss what's going on, do not bring me in. Do not call me about your problems with Cliff. Do not talk to me about anything involving your marriage because I do not want to deal with it. I literally was just thinking in my head, Latrice needs to put boundaries in place about what kind of conversation she needs to have with her friends, especially if she's talking about her marital issues. And since Josh was the one to say, moving forward for the sake of our friendship and the sake of us having a working relationship, I don't want to be involved. Don't bring me in anything you have going on with Cliff. I don't want to hear about your issues. I don't. And I like that. I like that he chose to have the friendship versus it not being a friend to her. Because in order for him to still be a friend to her, he don't need to know what's going on in her marital life. He don't need to know. It's hurting his heart to see his friend go through that, but he'll be there for her as much as he wants to be, much she wants him to be, and I love that. Moving on. So Gucci, she has a boot camp workout event. I'm happy that we're seeing more of So Gucci's life. You know, we didn't see much of her last season. Seeing her in her fitness element, I'm here for it. All the girls were invited. JJ said this event was in 112-degree weather. I said, I'm not going outside. I live in the Inland Empire. I'm in Moreno Valley. And I'm like a couple hours away from Vegas. I'm in the desert. And it reaches 100 degrees out here in the summertime. Nope. Gucci is still being messy by bringing up the conversation again about going to the homecoming at Jackson State University, and that she thinks there's more of a personal, intimate relationship between Tambra and her station manager, which I feel like, why are you doing this, Gucci? The fact that you're telling JJ about this, it's coming off as her being extremely messy, of her digging into what it could be between Tambra and her station manager, all for what? What is Gucci's purpose of stirring up that type of rumor? So she informs Tambra all the ladies are coming. She did invite Latrice, even though she's not feeling her at the moment because Latrice closed on another property with another realtor. She found out on social media, and she said, I'm going to be the bigger person and not address our issues at this time and look at a way for us to talk about them later. I feel like you're going to be passive aggressive because of how you're feeling, and that you're not showing up to be the bigger person in my eyes, because this is the second episode and you've spoken to everybody else about this issue except for Latrice. The fact that Latrice is coming and you still don't want to address it now, you're going to be passive aggressive. Letitia came in. She came in with the wrong gear. She thought it was a yoga event, a yoga meditation, workout, not a boot camp workout. She said, first of all, I'm wearing a lace front wig. I'm glued down. It's hot outside. You want me to work out in this heat? Child, I can't. So she started doing some exercises, and Josh and Latrice came in late. Gucci makes it obviously known that she's upset that Latrice came in late. She said, come on, girl, I ain't got all day. Hurry up, you late, you late. I said, there you go. Being passive aggressive, holding back the real issue you have with her. And you're doing all of this because she's late. And Latrice is like, I don't know why she's making such an issue that I'm late because I showed up, right? And she knows the issue that she has with her, but Gucci is not being the bigger person. She's being passive aggressive. I already said Letitia's complaining about the workout because she's wearing this long Rapunzel wig. She got lace glue all over. She's going to be drenched in her makeup. First of all, this is the one thing I don't understand. When you work out, why do people work out with a full face of makeup? Why do y'all do that? Now, I understand you could be promoting the workout gear, promoting the workout routines, but why you be in a full face of makeup? I know you sweat. It would be much more realistic that you are someone in the fitness world if you do not wear a pound of makeup. Obviously, y'all just came in because it's an event for the cast. Y'all just showed up. Y'all wasn't about to really work out for real. Marie came knowing that she's late. Seeing Marie in that skin tight spandex jumpsuit, Marie got a BBL. I can already tell Marie got her boobs done, I believe, and she already has her face done because her nose and face looks pinched like it was last season. I guess that's the look she was going for. But when Marie came, Gucci was so happy to see Marie. She did not make it an issue, make it known that she was late. I mean, she was more late than Latrice. Marie came practically when the event was over. And I fell out so hard when Latrice said, Marie, don't act like you work out because that BBL is BBLing. And it is. Marie, is it still swollen or something? Because your thighs do not match the butt. It do not match. It looks weird. It looks wonky. It looks like you might want to get your money back. So the event is over. So Gucci is going to table her conversation with Latrice for another time. She thinks all the ladies were coming. Tambra was surprised that Marie did not show for her tailgate party because Marie usually shows up for her with everything that she does. But either Marie had plans but decided to not inform Tambra that she wasn't coming because Marie is annoyed with Tambra because of her lying ways. And Tambra has been wanting to talk about it, but when Marie was getting into why she's feeling a way towards Tambra, Latrice came in, lit ear hustling. Marie's energy completely went down. She walked away. She did not want to be involved with anything Latrice is in because she wanted to say, I'll have a conversation with you without her here because I can't stand her. And I'm about to associate myself with her. And I really want to understand why is Marie giving such energy towards Latrice? I get it because of what happened last season, right? Latrice was kind of a part of a plot to get all the information about Marie. But at the same time, that plot came at that season. You had an issue with Latrice from the first season. So wondering why is Marie giving all this energy to Latrice? And when she walked away saying how I don't like her, she's a snake. You see how she did to you? I can't stand her. I don't know if Marie is trying to have a I hate Latrice campaign and wants everyone on her side because it's not working good for me. Why are you giving so much energy over something that wasn't even done to you? You're giving off the energy as to why So Gucci should be this mad about Latrice. Because you said she stabbed you in the back, didn't she? Like you're acting the way So Gucci should be reacting. And as if it was done to you. Nothing was done to you. Latrice didn't do nothing to you, okay? Like, that's the one thing that I really cannot get with. I really cannot get with Marie giving all this energy towards Latrice versus what she actually did to her. I really can't. Because I feel like you're holding on to everybody else's energy of how they're feeling about Latrice, and you're the one actually, showing it. But nothing was done to you. I think Marie should really just express how she feels about Latrice and not use everybody else's issue to further her hate for her. Because I still don't think that what she did to So Gucci was such a betrayal. It wasn't. So Tambra gets caught in a lie because she's asking why didn't Letitia come to the tailgate? She didn't get an invite. I noticed that Latrice said she didn't get an invite either. I didn't know you called Marie, but I didn't get the same courtesy. Tambra said, I did not know I had to individually invite everyone to come. How could you not do that? If you want people to come, you reach out to people and get an invite. If you wanted to do a one-stop shop, then send everyone an invitation in the group chat that you guys have, right? But I remember you did not want to be a part of the group chat because Akeisha was on there. So make that make sense, Tambra. The fact that you're looking confused and said, I did not know I needed to individually invite people. How could people come if they did not know? That makes no sense. Then she said she assumed that So Gucci would have told everyone. Did you tell So Gucci that? No, you didn't. Because flashback to that scene, you said you invited all the girls. So you lying right now. Stop lying, Tambra. We caught you. If you did not want the girls to come, you should have said, I didn't want the girls to come. She even made a stupid ass excuse about not wanting Marie and Latrell at that same event. Hence why she didn't invite them. Girl, say that for someone else who believes you. And even Letitia said, girl, we're all booked and busy, okay? We all have stuff to do. But we're not that booked and busy that we cannot respond to a text, recall someone, answer reply. We're not that busy where we're gonna like not call someone back, answer a text message or something like that. So you can miss it with the fact that you cannot get in touch with us to invite us somewhere. Tambra, you're lying. You can miss me with that. Miss me. So Letitia ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for her lies. If she didn't want to admit that she didn't want us there, giving us the excuse as to why she did not want to invite us, she did not invite us, she had an issue, all that can go to hell. Good night and goodbye. So it end off with Star's baby shower. Selena is the one hosting it. JJ's excited about it. But in the confessional, So Gucci and JJ are saying that whenever Selena does an event, she goes all out. She goes overboard. Because making it seem as if she only does it to impress JJ and So Gucci. So they feel like whenever she does something, it's to show us up. Why do you guys think that Selena goes out of her way to show you up? She's not doing this for you to approve. She's not doing this to get your acceptance. She's doing this for her daughter who's having a child for the first time. She's doing this for her. Nobody's doing this for you. What are you talking about? And Latrice and Cliff arrived. We found out that Selena and Latrice were friends for a long time. And her girls supported her business when she was getting off the ground. So they're close like that. She's forever grateful for Selena and the girls for promoting her brand. In the confessional, the producers wanted to know, how did her and Cliff get back in good terms? What happened after what happened at M-Bar? How did you guys talk about it? What did you guys talk about? How did you guys get to this point where you're walking in together happy? She said, girl, next question. Don't do that, Latrice. Because this isn't the first time we've seen how your marriage is with Cliff. First season, we saw a glimpse. Second season, we saw a glimpse. This season, we're seeing a full picture of what we were already seeing from the beginning. So the fact you want to pretend as if your husband had pop up on you, scolded you like a child, embarrassed you, wanted to watch you have a good night with your friends when you couldn't have a good night, and now you want to say, girl, next question, not talking about that. That's going to end up being a conversation or an answer at the reunion, Latrice. You can't hide from this. You can't hide from this. The only way you're going to erase this is if you don't come back next season, because we've seen everything already. You can't make us forget what we saw. Moving on. Tambra. Tambra was also invited. She's known Selena for years because I remember seeing Tambra as one of the hosts when they did the dancing tournaments. She would bring out the different dance teams. I remember seeing Tambra on Bring It. I remember that. She was one of the hosts. Tambra notices that there's not a lot of interaction between her and So Gucci. Hopefully there's no drama at this baby shower. Gucci wanted some water, but Selena did not have any bottled water available, but can give her a cup of lemonade. In the confessional, Gucci's talking shit about how the party is unorganized, the food is not out. How do you have your baby shower for your daughter and her and her husband sitting in lawn chairs? That's not what happened with my daughter. I had her sitting in king and queen chairs and da-da-da-da. I said, wait a minute. Why are you talking shit about Selena's baby shower for her daughter? And as far as you saying unorganized where? It was a beautiful setup. Everything was nice and neat. Now, as far as you saying the food wasn't out, food is never out on time when it comes to these type of events. When it comes to weddings, baby showers, gender reveals, bridal showers, any event, food is never out on time. because there be so much going on. It be so much moving, trying to get everything all nice and neat and everything. Food is never out on time. Food never comes out on time when it comes to these type of events. And you're concerned about Star and her husband sitting in lawn chairs. Girl, that is standard party attire folding chairs on a folding table that usually happens at baby showers. Girl, you had your daughter's baby shower outside by the curb. And those king and queen chairs, I bet those were lawn chairs from Lowe's or Home Depot or something. Girl, you did not do nothing special for your daughter that succeed what Selena is doing for her daughter. Like, you could miss me with that, so Gucci. I don't know why you talking shit. To me, it's giving validity that you have been talking shit about Selena. If you and JJ are going back and forth with, oh, Selena always does this for this, she can never do this and do that. Have y'all been talking mess? Have y'all? Like, I ain't got time for it. Is JJ trying to come up with a disdain for both of y'all? I don't know. Does JJ say things about Selena and expects for you to have the same energy because he's still in love with Selena? He still wants to be involved with her? I don't know. But to give all this energy over a baby shower doesn't make any sense to me. So Gucci and Latrice, they talk, right? Gucci did not know that she was coming. She said, I've been friends with Selena for years. Girl, you know I love Selena, but I know you were going to be here. I don't know where that's coming from because I don't know if Gucci felt like Latrice wouldn't be there, but she's known Selena before she knew you. Like, is Gucci feeling the way that she came for Selena and that she did not ride for her about this damn building? I don't know. But even Latrice was like, I hope you don't got an issue with me having my friendship with Selena. It has nothing to do with you. Then don't be mad that your husband is still in love with his ex-wife. That ain't got nothing to do with me because my husband is still in love with me. I said, Latrice, slow your roll. Don't throw stones at glass houses. While you could say, you can keep making it believable that you are in love with your husband loves you, we're not going to forget how he made you feel like a child. So after that, Latrice was the one to say, I got a bone to pick with you, and brought Gucci outside. Gucci says, girl, if you can't take the heat, stay out the shade or something like that. And I felt like, Gucci, you were being passive aggressive at your workout event where you were putting your conversation to the side again. And it took for Latrice to approach you at a baby shower to say, let's have a conversation. So as far as you being the bigger person, it wasn't you. It was Latrice. Because you kept on going to everybody else about your issue with Latrice except for Latrice. And she brought it to you. So next episode, we're going to have the conversation. Hopefully it can get squashed because I don't want to have to keep talking about this betrayal that I don't believe is a betrayal. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.